Alright, hello, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. Let's see, when I last left off, I had some things to do. I have one bullet. Wow. Oh yes, I got the box with locusts. A small cardboard box with several rows of little holes in the lid. Though at first glance the box seems perfectly ordinary, upon closer examination it's obvious that it has been prepared with great care. I don't think they have anything else to say, but I'll talk to them.
The Copper-nado is back. What do you want?
Let's see. Oh yeah, that's right, I did have to talk to him for this. There's an old catatonic lady in the old fish market on the other side of the bay. She needs help.
What's that, Copper? You want us to help little old ladies now?
You're local law enforcement, aren't you? Helping troubled civilians should fall under your jurisdiction.
Yeah. We'll send someone out. Who is? Wait. It's the pigs, isn't it?
Yep, her.
God. Poor lady. Don't worry. We'll handle this. I think she got some family in Kuron or something. Bastards left her alone when she got sick. We've been getting complaints.
Hey, wasn't Everett's B team looking for her the other day? They said something about her, I don't know, finding something?
Yeah, I think you're right, Gene. She have something of yours, Pig?
Authority. Whatever you do, do not admit to these punks you lost your gun. You will suffer if you do. She had my gun. Nope, she didn't have anything of mine.
No? Well, whatever then, Copper.
Titus chugs his beer down and wipes his mouth.
No. They totally said what it was. What was it? Anyone remember?
I don't remember. I was fucking drunk.
Let me know if you figure it out back there. Now, anything else we can help you with?
Let's see, what's her name? Her real name? Who is she?
Auntie LaPlante, we always called her. Something LaPlante.
Marianne, amigo.
Marianne Amigo LaPlante. Marianne LaPlante.
Be anything else you wanted to know?
Who was she?
Was, like before, just an old lady. Her kids moved away years ago. Never come to visit. Never took her calls. She gets out every now and then. She did right by lots of us when we were kids. Always was a little off, but still.
Rhetoric. Us kids. That must have been ages ago. She was better then. Empathy. The children kept her together. How did she get like this?
Wanted to be a cop, you mean? Well, shit. I don't actually know. Anyone know why she started acting like a pig?
No fucking clue. It's gotta be the crazy. Who'd want to be a pig?
Someone who wanted to set the world right before it ends. Ever think of that? More like who wouldn't. Cool uniforms, fast machines, packing heat. Sign me up. Law enforcement is a respectable occupation, sir. I can't but feel partially responsible for the unhealthy culture that poor woman latched onto. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, cop.
You should be.
Whatever, Cobb. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of our own.
Where'd she get all her cop gear?
Dunno. She lives by the water. Shit washes up all the time on the beach.
Police paraphernalia doesn't just wash up on the coast, people. It's not like we dump it at night. She bought it, collected it.
Esprit de Corps. Station 41. A man carries a crate of rusted, unused badges. You think these would net us something at the annual auction? A balding detective drags a comb futilely across his head. Shit, who'd want these? Just dump them into the river. Thanks for helping out with this one, Titus.
No problem, old cop man. We take care of our mentally ill here in Martinez. Ain't that right, boys?
Sure enough, we're the real heroes on these streets.
About that complex operation out of Ruby's lorry. I think it's tied to another case I'm working on. See, I want to go over a few things regarding...
Nope.
That's all he says. Doesn't even do anything.
Next question.
Alright, let's see. Oh, I gotta level up. Let's see. Do I have any thoughts here? I have that one. The Wompty Dumpty Dom Center. Nope, that's it. Right, I need to call the library. With the radio.
Precinct 57, how may I assist you?
Connect me to Jamrock Public Library.
I'm afraid they're closed. It says here
Oh,
that the library
it's
is open
10.
from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
We should try again during...
Anything else, detective?
I thought it was 9. I'll just come back in a bit. I need to tell Lassance and the dice maker about the the hole in the world.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Lassance, I have something to tell you. I found the actual source of doom.
What do you mean, the actual source? Are you talking about the third presence?
Island Empire. She remembers. Good. Yes, the presence, the entity, the malicious energy. However, you may want to call it... My investigation has led me to discover a 2mm entropometic hole in reality. That's the source of doom, both in the commercial area and in Martinez.
She who has many names. I imagine things must be rather bleak for you to return to me. Tell me, what have you found?
Oh, it's my investigation. It's the same thing.
A what?
A tiny hole in reality. It may be connected with Pale, an origin point of sorts. It would explain why historically so many things have ended in failure here in Martinez.
Ma'am, what he's saying is true. We found an anthroponetic anomaly in the small Pinewood church down the coast. I don't mean to be an alarmist, and more research is needed, but it's not looking good.
But that's not in any of the ancient texts. How am I supposed to protect my bookstore from that?
Rhetoric. Tell her the truth. It's out of her hands. Volition. Whatever you do, don't take away her hope, the only weapon against total absence. You can't protect it, not against Pale. Close up the shop and try to get as far away from things as possible. You can protect it with hope, by refusing to give up. That's what people have done in the past, by building a church, a place of worship around this thing. You'll have to find your own answer. I've spent too long on this quest as it is.
You're right, officer. I mustn't lose faith, especially now that Annette is finally settling in at school and making friends. No, we can't just leave. Besides, didn't I have some Sayalite hope catchers round here somewhere? I must find them. Everything will be all right if I can just find them. Thank you for your help in any case. You're welcome back here any time.
Farewell. Oh, there's a... Looks like Guillaume Le Million. And that hair poster. No sane person would ever put their head in such a machine. Oh. Smells like leather and sweat. Oh, and Kim had something to say.
Yes?
Wait, why did... Kim suddenly heads... Oh, he wants to talk up here. Okay.
It's dark.
There we go. The lieutenant states the obvious.
And the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it in your hand.
Fair point, yes. Totally obvious. Flashlights go in hand, stares at you, at your hand, uncomprehensingly. I got it, Kim. No need to rub it in.
Yes, you might even call it a feature of the universe that you need to hold tools to use them.
That makes so much sense. That makes no sense at all.
Right. Now let's get to it.
Equip the flashlight. I don't want the flashlight. Actually, oh yeah, I don't think you can actually even move through here without it, so that's... Poor animals, no rest for their bodies after death. But where are the clothes it used to display? Anything else? No.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
Oh, it says, shivers, 58%. Why hasn't her business failed? +2, found the 2mm hole in the world. I think I found the actual source of the curse.
I thought we agreed that the curse isn't real.
Yes, well, about that. It's a bit more complicated than I first thought it would be.
I'm listening.
She leans back in her chair, arms across the chest. Just say it. There's a 2mm hole in reality, located in a church on the other side of the canal. I think it may be related to the Pale. Now that I think about it, it sounds too preposterous to say it out loud.
Excuse me? A 2mm hole in reality? This can't be true.
I'm afraid it is, ma'am. Sona Lukanen killed the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident, made the discovery.
Sona is involved in this?
She appears to take this in while the chatter from her headphones continues unabated.
So it's even worse than I thought. It's not just the commercial area that's cursed, it's the entire world.
Perception sight. She looks outside the window, where daylight has filled the yard. What? No, I wouldn't go as far as to say that the entire world is doomed. Don't worry about it. You've been doing fine so far. I'm sure it's nothing. Say nothing.
Just Martinez?
She gives you a rueful smile and takes a look around.
In any case, thank you for stopping by. It's good to have an answer, even if I can't claim to understand it fully. Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a ride?
Shivers. 58%. Why hasn't her business failed? Failure. You feel nothing. If anything, it's uncomfortably warm in here. Start taking off your clothes. You need to connect. Oh no.
Excuse me, what are you doing?
The dice maker stares at you while you start to fuss with your pants.
Officer!
The zipper, it's stuck. Is it me or is it hot in here? I'm trying to lower my body temperature. It's part of a special technique I have. Never mind, that was a terrible idea. Do up your pants.
And why would you do that?
It's hot in here.
No, I don't feel hot. We're in a derelict smokestack. If anything, then it's cold here.
It's stuck.
Oh no, not the zipper.
She rolls over to the other end of the table with her chair, looking for something to grab from the toolbox. Interfacing, a tool to get the zipper open. It's part of a special technique.
And what technique is that?
You still haven't gotten the zipper open. Okay, hear me out. Sometimes I get these feelings. You know what? Forget it. This is a bad idea.
Miss, I apologize for my colleague's behavior. He's still recovering from an unusual medical episode.
Officer, this isn't how mature adults deal with their feelings.
Morale. Now you feel something. A cold, damp shame washing over you. No, not like that. It's like I can feel the wind or, I don't know, the air pressure. And then the air tells me things. Can we please just forget this ever happened?
The air pressure told you to take your pants off in my studio?
Rhetoric. This is not going very well, is it? Word-wise. Yes, exactly. No. I'm not explaining this very well.
Can you please employ this special technique somewhere else? I work here and my work requires concentration. Half-naked people don't help with that.
Alright, let's see. Find the Insulindian phasmid. The dead body at the... That's not till 10 o'clock. I can't call that in. That's not until tonight at 2200. Oh, all of the Tuesday tasks are complete. Buy the foul pants now. The victim's tattoos. Let's see. Joyce. I need to find Joyce at the fishing village. Okay. The book is titled Man from Hemdall and Wildfire. The book appears to be erotica, but without actual erotica. The book says you must attain a Franco-Nigerian hard body at the nearest gym. I found out that equipping the flashlight gives you the thought bubbles a lot more. Just walking around. I think. Or something does. I don't know, I'm getting a lot more of them. With the flashlight. Also, I forget what I'm doing over here. I still have like 40 minutes before I have to call in the station for the library card. Here, let's go to... If it'll let me fast travel. Sometimes the fast travel just doesn't want to work. Nope. Work, goddammit. I hate how broken the map is. Well, I guess I'm walking. Oh. Maybe a sea monster did this to the plaza. Tire tracks leading onto the roof. The slush and rain is almost washed off of them. Oh, I need to talk to Idiot Doom Spiral again, because last time I didn't have enough alcohol to get through his stories, but now I do. I'll skip the first two. Also, I don't think there's anything else in here, but I'll look now. Oh, wait, didn't I? What was I going to equip? Oh, yeah, the ledger. That's it.
Hey, tequila!
Oh yeah, I've already been through.
You.
I've already
So
been
what's
through all
happening?
of this. Let's see. Wait, tequila.
Yeah.
I just need to get to his third story. No, not too hot. I'm on a 50-year losing streak.
That's,
Yeah,
things aren't going.
that's it, guys. Buddy. Oh, okay. I can ask him. Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around here lately?
Can't really remember seeing any women after losing my keys.
Oh yeah, and I found his jacket, and I had it washed, so I can give it to him once he tells me that story. Electrochemistry. It's a touchy topic. He hasn't gotten laid in ages. Drama. He really has no idea who this Ruby is, sire. What do you guys do around here? So,
We are saving the world.
looks at his comrades.
Please don't go. Don't go. Okay, we're drinking. So now it's you. We've met
Nope, sure don't know.
Uh-huh. Do you want to know how...
Name tequila fills me with foreboding.
You think you...
Let's see, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Let me take a sip.
Be
Hey,
on Friday.
got your word on this.
It is. That's all. Please
It
continue.
was one moment. Naturally, loud noises piqued the interest. Anyway, sounded what we... The time... So, naturally,
The time
hath come for tequila.
Okay, what happened next? Let's see. Most of your legs tense up.
We ran when we find...
In this way, you and your motor carriage have a lot in common.
We asked about the whole tequila sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now, and insisted that we all call you that from then on.
My real name is Harry.
No, that's just what your mother called.
Why do we party?
How they're
Lost morale.
Yeah.
Wow.
Only knew.
Did I tell you anything specific of the person
You
that
were
fucked?
pretty vague.
Also, morale hit.
Abigail. It seemed pretty
Abigail.
painful, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, I'd say...
Did I mention
besides
losing
your gun and
anything?
your badge, in retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage. You
My
told...
colleagues.
No specifics, though.
Say anything about the case?
Yeah, you said it...
A lot of...
To talk about politics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't agree with you, by the way. The spectral hand of the market...
What kind of
you
cop was I?
kept apologizing. You also
Yeah.
kept pausing to knock the heel of your... It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past. You too.
Okay, there. I got the stuff I already got. Oh no, he still has to tell me his first two stories.
Tequila...
And then I can unlock the third one that I haven't
Whoop-de-doo.
seen yet.
So now I'm a fucking storyteller. Right. Why not? It depends, really.
I have a feeling that this is going to cost me a lot. You want booze, don't you?
I don't want... So, have you got anything for good old idiot...
Here's a Pilsner.
Not much, but it will do.
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
One of the other bums interjects.
I'm called Abigail.
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. My actual name is George.
I don't know if they're
Around
random.
here,
No, I guess
was
they're
once
not.
A reasonably high net
Okay, yeah, he tells us about
developed
that.
the paradigm. Worked within the paradigm.
The jogging hill.
But now, one day So I was halfway done with my usual lap. I made my... Naturally, the situation required me to climb over... Ouch. So I made my way across the yard.
Going to be. You gotta be
I
shit.
were to keep... People are now... Just then. But when Anyway, so, now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Like nothing you've ever heard, huh?
I've only been a hobo cop for a few days now, but it doesn't seem that bad.
The hobo lifestyle definitely has some perks. Not having to pay rent, first and foremost. Not being responsible for 20 other people is nice, too. But that charm wears off pretty quickly. Before you know it, you're wearing a shit-stained tracksuit and spending your days picking tear.
What do you keep losing all your stuff?
Good. I used to... Now...
What was the name of your agency?
I was...
Mixing oil Oh yeah, he tells me about his ad agency.
Asking is how you... What?
Just admire it from afar. I remember I lose
That
morale
might be the
touching it.
right idea. This here is one of the last of its kind. Should probably be in a museum, honestly. Can't get it anymore. It was too primo, even for Grodd.
Oh, encyclopedia. By primo, he means possibly carcinogenic. Lycra TM was a synthetic fabric developed by manufacturers in the middle 40s, notably mainly for the swishy sound it makes as the wearer passes by. It's also known to become extremely itchy if not properly cared for.
Wow, you're lucky. He never lets me feel it.
That's because your paws are fucking filthy, Rosemary. We're right next to the bay. You could wash them any time.
Okay, that he tells me about the lost jacket.
And this is Abs.
What about this lost?
Tequila, it's a verifiable tragedy. It was practically brand new. Sure, it didn't.
I have
go
the
with my
jacket on me
secret
this time.
threads, but it did itch a lot less. Say, you're a detective, right? Maybe you can help old Doom Spiral out. Solve the case of the missing jacket. What do you say, Tequila?
You mean this jacket that I discovered on the boardwalk and had cleaned on a whim? The man examines the jacket for a moment, a look of consideration on his brow.
Nah, this isn't it. Found? That's medium concept stuff. Totally not my style.
So you're saying that there's another lost jacket out there somewhere? Come on, man, this is your jacket. You just don't remember it.
It's a big world out there, Tequila. A lot of lost jackets in it. Don't know why you'd think this could possibly be mine.
Hey, Doom Spiral. Ain't that the jacket you stole the other week?
Not on your fucking life, Rosemary. What's wrong with you people? Like I'd be caught dead wearing fawn, like some low-concept bicycle courier. Tell you what, Tequila. Why don't you just hang on to that one? I'll get another jacket someday.
At least you got a nice jacket for your troubles.
Have you got any more stories?
I do. But as you can see, my fuel tank is running quite low. If you catch my drift.
I've got some sweet Commodore Red.
Classy. The tale I'm about to tell. There are many variations on the basic story, and the details often.
This is the Fallen Rider. We already heard this one. I need to buy another
What
beer.
she doesn't know is that her peace is about to be shattered. From behind her comes the clattering of a head rumored to be searching for his legendary.
I thought that.
Well, there are many versions.
Oh yeah, I
of the
was
story.
supposed to
The most peculiar
buy
of
the
which
little
has
Fallen
headless
Rider.
Fallen Rider riding on the back of another.
That's super
Yes,
spooky.
Gertrude.
Tell him about.
Fuck. What?
I read the.
Right. The wind. The women are. When she. But there is. Ula. Her body is never.
Ask him.
Naturally.
Actually, I
Ula
didn't
Deponte
hear
became
this.
the prime suspect in the disappearance of Eva Delgado. Deponte maintained that it was the so-called headless Fallen Rider and that she ran, fearing for her life. During the investigation, it became apparent that there was a love triangle, the third party being some small-time businessman. I don't remember the exact details. The leading theory was that an argument broke out on the jetty and Deponte pushed Delgado into the canal, then cooked up this stupid cover story.
Was she arrested?
No. She committed suicide before she could be taken into custody. They found her in the bathroom with a rifle, her face slowly peeling off the ceiling. Not a pretty scene.
Man, that's some grisly detail. Oh well. Here's to another case closed.
He takes a hearty swig from his bottle.
Anyway, that's the story of the headless Fallen Rider. Pretty crazy, huh?
Who was he?
Well, some others claim personal coincidence.
What is this? For some reason that does strike you as the most plausible theory for them all. Oh yeah, that's right. Petty was the jockey. Oh yeah, what did he say? Your theory is,
Isn't it?
yeah.
Anyway, to each his own. You want to hear any other stories?
Hard to...
That's the reality situation for
Got it
you,
even
yeah?
crazier.
Why don't you
Call
go
to
be
Mama
shit, Tequila?
D'Aqua.
There's no way you know a better one than that.
The Gnome of Jeroma.
Acid Gnomes? Sounds like a stupid, low-concept band name. Yeah? Why don't you go eat shit, Tequila?
The Call
That's
to Mama
I have to
D'Aqua.
admit, that's pretty high concept. Still not as awesome as a headless rider in a found tracksuit, though. Yeah?
Let's see.
Why don't you go
The
eat
Giant
shit,
of
Tequila?
Coco Nur.
There's no giants. That the best you got? Yeah?
There's a kind green ape.
Tequila, do you always try to pick the lamest option possible? Come on, yeah? Why don't you
Yeah,
go
actually, you're
shit?
right.
Damn
I got
right it
nothing.
doesn't. So what?
Conclude.
He wants the...
Aye. I saw him one night when I was right shit-faced.
Okay.
Okay, there. I think I can buy alcohol off this guy. Oh yeah, hold on. Kim has something to say.
I've been meaning to have a little chat with you about your sense of style.
My style? What about it?
To be perfectly blunt, you are dressed like a blood-hungry mercenary.
I'm wearing it in case we get into a firefight. That's not quite what I was going for.
It might feel good to play Super Merc, but you might want to ask if it's actually helping you solve the case. You know the expression, the clothes make the man? The right outfit in the right situation can make all the difference in the world.
Okay, Nod. You're a sharp-dressed man. We could be style buddies. I'm not taking style tips from someone who dresses like a mega binoclard. I'm not taking style tips from somebody who dresses like a washed-up tip-top racer.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Detective.
Empathy. A warm smile.
Anyway, we should probably get back to the case. Let's go.
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
He spreads his arms as if wanting to embrace you. What are you talking about? Good to see you too, friend. I'm a police officer, not your friend.
So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I also have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine.
Amphetamine? Quite the business venture you've set up here. Why does the bundle of spirits cost 300 real? I can buy the 300 or the... I want a pack of smokes. Here's a money for a Pilsner. Send me some speed. Amphetamine.
Aye, by amphetamine I mean speed.
I think you didn't hear me when I said I'm a police officer. I thought by speed you meant amphetamine. Right, got it.
Aye, that's what I said.
Right, got it.
Good, my man. Now what can I offer you?
Quite the business venture.
Oh, the system's been good to old Rosemary here, and I'm milking her like a bitch goat in the backyard.
Oh no, not a bitch goat. What do you mean?
You see, friend, man makes his own luck, and I made mine real good. Got my hands on 3 bottles of liquor exquise, sold 2 to the fellows around here, and immediately invested the profit. Bought cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a bit of speed. And look at me now, I've got everyone on my hook.
As he spreads his arms and smiles a crooked, toothless smile. Visual calculus, the hook. Where is it? I can't see it. I'm already hooking for Kuno, I think. Let's see. Looks like you're on your own hook too. Impressive entrepreneurship. Point to his vice stand. I approve. Got a permit for this little shit show.
Seriously? Are you?
I'm sorry, Kim. I just wanted to see what happens if I say it. He said that I'm his pig hooker. Or something. Whatever that is.
Fine.
The fresh entrepreneur has forgotten your presence and is now trying to court a small number of coins. He got a small number of coins in his hand. That's Real, 50 in his palm. Empathy. And the lieutenant is annoyed. Why is the bottle 300 Real?
See, friend, it's real valuable. Worth every real, if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of a business venture.
He brings out a 1 liter bottle of bluish liquid. The mouth is corked shut. Nod. Let him speak. No one can buy spirits for 300 Real. That's crazy. I'll just have the spirits and not the story today, thank you.
You know, it's funny, actually.
He bursts out laughing, then takes 3 gulps of his Pilsner and stares at you intently. Perception sight. He's finding it difficult to focus his watery gaze. What is?
What?
Rhetoric, keep him talking. What do you mean, what? What do you think was funny earlier? Forget about it.
This guy.
He says he shakes his index finger at you. Suggestion. Conversation might bring a discount, no? Where did you get the bottle of spirits? Okay, then I'll just get the spirits, if that's okay with you. You know what? I don't even want the spirits anymore.
Oh, this is medicinal spirits. The good stuff. Got it from the doctor's office. I got one of those scientific ampoules a few months ago. Torpedo, they call it. It's supposed to keep a man from taking a drink.
He spits a nasty yellow clot on the ground before you.
Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. 5 lemons with half a pack of butter and you're good to go.
That's a good tip. I should remember that.
It really isn't. In a week, the goddamn kidneys started giving me all kinds of help. Finally, the missus took me to a private doctor's office. Not a charity, the real thing. Those arseholes charged me 4 real to remove the damn thing. But I came out on top after all.
Assholes. Have they no shame taking money from a service they provide for a service they provide? Okay, how?
But the idiots left me alone in there. Now, I used to teach high school biology. I know what doctors use to preserve dead thingies.
He gets an excited gleam in his eye.
Like 3 cans of this blue medicinal stuff from the back room. Threw the snakes out and voila! What's left is this beautiful blue stuff. 98.7% almost pure alcohol. 2 I already sold to these fine gentlemen here. But this last one is yours for 3 real, if you want it.
Reaction speed. Don't say it. I thought it was 300 real. Can I smell it first? I think it will prove useful, yes.
3 real and it's yours, friend. The deal of a lifetime.
Well done. You got it. 3 real. Here's the money for the spirits.
Just make sure to enjoy that one, friend.
Hello there, Vio. How are you doing? Let's see. Physical instrument. Son, you will not kill yourself with this. Not today. So we're going to store this in a sealable... as a sellable item. Go sell it at the pawn shop for profit. I'm off.
In the civilized world, it's a custom to tip the shopkeep, friend. But come back anyway.
Same. I wasted my day too. I always do. Oh, so this got put into the sellable items. Yeah, my voice is a bit shot today, so this stream might not be too long. Blue medicinal spirit. The liquid has an unearthly blue tint. The kind that might or might not, but definitely does, glow in the dark. This is a 98.7% pure alcohol. Keep it away from an open flame. Oh yeah, I had to buy a beer.
The legend! He's back. Bottoms up, Captain.
Tequila Sunset.
Nancy, do you have any more urban myths?
I actually do have one. The strangest of them all. But I'll need to fortify myself before I can tell that one. Do you have anything to fortify old Doom Spiral? Tell me you got some story juice.
Here, take my Pilsner.
Not much, but it will do.
It's basically moonshine. Actually, I guess it's basically rubbing alcohol. Just pure alcohol. I remember one of the first things I ever drank was 99 proof. It was something.
This last one is the most Martinet story I've ever heard.
Yes, just straight. It was called 99 Bananas. It was... Yeah, it was, I was very, very drunk off of that. It was one of the first times, too. And I remember vomiting uncontrollably.
I've never heard it mentioned outside of here. At first, I thought it was a joke, to be honest. But I've been on the coast 8, 9 months now, and in that time I've seen at least 3 expeditions come through, searching for something.
Hold on, I'm gonna get a cough drop. Oh yeah. When I drink, I just drink stuff straight up. I don't mix it with anything. I just... Alright, there we go. Shivers. A shovel hits the sand, somewhere behind the reeds, near an abandoned construction yard. The young men look over their shoulders suspiciously. The sound of their digging seems loud in the sudden silence. Cryptids? A place to call home? Your lost keys? Okay, what kind of expedition?
Hey, hey! Fuck you, Tequila.
He says, his voice level.
All kinds. I've seen archaeologists, gangsters, even a bunch of ad agency types. I'm telling you, Tequila, this thing's got a pull on certain kinds of people.
That's how you... That's how you get them. I'll drink them. Wait, what do you mean, certain kinds of people? What exactly are we talking about here?
Some of those expeditions come back after a week or so, looking haggard and dejected. Others don't return at all. The first time I saw one of these expeditions, I thought they were fucking with me. There was no way it could be true. It was just too high concept, even for me.
Electrochemistry. Wait. There's no way. It can't be. Or can it?
I'm not even sure I should be telling you this story, to be perfectly honest. You're in a fragile state, and it might be too much for you to handle.
Oh no. I can handle it.
Okay, fine, I'll tell you. But I'm warning you, it's pretty out there. Our story begins at a legendary design studio, right here in Martinez.
Yeah, I remember getting way too drunk once at it was my brother's graduation party, and they had so much food. I ate so much stuff, and then I got really, really drunk. They had these red velvet cupcakes, and like all this chicken sandwiches and all kinds of stuff. I ended up being in my room with my friends and stuff, getting really drunk, and I ended up like projectile vomiting just everywhere. And because I ate those red velvet cupcakes, it was just like just a dark blood red. It looked like this scene from like The Exorcist or something. And I had to, the stain from the carpet would never come out. I ended up having to replace the whole carpet in the room.
There was this designer. His exact name is lost to history, but in life, he was a legend. Made it big in Aranya, where he did some real pioneering work on grotesque and sans serif typography. A fucking genius, man.
Oh, that reminds me. When I was in college, in like 2012, Mountain Dew came out with Mountain Dew Game Fuel. The original. And apparently it would turn your pee neon green. It was crazy. That's just what that reminds me of.
That is, if he even existed. Who knows? It's an urban legend, after all.
Oh yeah, the black one. I forget what it was called. It was called like, it was like a BlackBerry thing, wasn't it? New. Let's see. Oh no, there's dark citrus punch. What is this? Something like that. Or maybe I'm thinking of something else. Yeah, had all kinds of weird flavors. Then they had the white one. That was a whiteout. That was it. That was really good. Electrochemistry. He existed all right. You feel it deep within your basal ganglia. He was as real as you are. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm talking about...
Anyway, sometime later he started his own personal studio here in Martinez. And that's when he started working on some really wild stuff. I'm talking some glass-smooth, forward-looking design language, the kind of thing that would totally overthrow the old regime, design-wise.
Conceptualization. A paradigm-shattering revolutionary.
But then something turned. You see, it's widely known that nose candy and pioneer graphic design work go hand in hand.
Wait, nose candy?
You know tequila, nose candy, the white railroad, party powder.
The kids on the streets also call it Snow Day.
Encyclopedia, or Imalaran Gold. For the plateau on which most of the world's supply is grown and harvested, typically by slave labor.
Sinus salt, the white knight.
Can't see.
Sinus salt?
Popularity among the aristocratic class of the prior century.
Too many names for cocaine. Smoke Smarties? No. Yeah, I've only smoked weed a handful of times. And I've come to learn that I don't like it. It gives me anxiety. So I don't partake. I'm more of just an alcohol person, every now and then. Montana thing? Oh god. The smoking Smarties. I think I've heard of that. But I've never seen anyone do it. My friend we had natural salvia growing in our backyard, and my friend would smoke it all the time out of like a Mountain Dew can. It's the gas station Zaza right there. That's the the worst trip you'll ever have in your life, apparently. Don't smoke salvia. Encyclopedia, along with a number of more banal street names. Blow, of course, but also flake, powder, pearl. Really anything that's white will work. Electrochemistry. He's talking about cocaine. Oh, you mean cocaine.
Shit, yeah, tequila. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
So what happened to him?
You've got to understand, the work this guy was doing was so high concept that regular amounts of cocaine just weren't cutting it. By the end, they were bringing it in by the lorry load. Now, as you might imagine, snorting that much cocaine can't be healthy for a regular human, right?
Endurance. Right. Electrochemistry. Wrong. Do it all the time. What all the time? All the time. All day, baby.
Hey, tequila, pay attention. The story goes that one day he was balls deep in work on what he thought would be his pièce de résistance, an advert so minimal it contained neither text nor images, just pure white. Apparently the idea was too high concept even for this genius. He dropped dead right at his desk before he could finish. His last words are recorded to have been, "It's as white as a blizzard of cocaine."
What a loss for the world of design. What a stupid fucking idea. Say nothing.
I know, tequila. I know.
He takes a swig, considers pouring some out for this lost genius, then thinks better of it.
But the story doesn't end there. Supposedly, when they performed the autopsy, the coroner discovered nearly 1/4 kilo of coke jammed into his nasal cavity.
Logic. That's almost certainly anatomically impossible. Electrochemistry. Wrong again, nerd. Where there's a will, there's a way.
That's right. 250 grams of blow had accumulated in there over the years. We're talking high-grade Saramaritsian pure. Not that cut-rate shit your grandma does. There are those who believe the designer was buried with this quarter key of nose candy still lodged in his sinuses. That's what those expeditions are looking for.
Electrochemistry. The cocaine skull. The cocaine skull?
The cocaine skull.
Oh, wow. And why do people think this skull is here in Martinez?
Here's the kicker. This designer, this lead designer of a world-famous design studio, was born in Martinez. A local boy, Martin Martinez. That's why he brought his studio here, back to where it all began. And that's why they buried him here, too. Perhaps right under Ab's pipe there.
Coke skull. Indiana Jones and the cocaine skull.
Or probably further down the coast, or in some yard in Martinez proper. A hidden mausoleum, no one knows exactly.
No, my grandma always told me his grave lay somewhere on the islets on the bay.
This is ludicrous and physically impossible. Sinuses can contain that amount of anything.
Island Empire. Now, detective. Always the skeptic. Interfacing. My only question is, where does one get a shovel? What do these expeditions plan to do with it? Rosemary said you said something about these.
The archaeologists say they want to put it in a museum. The gangsters say they want to sell it on the black market. And the ad agency guys say they're seeking inspiration.
Yeah, first he doesn't believe in the Insulindian phasmid, now he doesn't believe in the cocaine skull. Electrochemistry. Bullshit. They just want to snort it. But you could you could beat them to it, Harry. You could snort the magic skull cocaine instead.
I'm pretty sure they all just want to snort it, though.
And why wouldn't they, eh? Sounds like right strong stuff.
Rosemary, you said something about islets.
Don't listen to him or his grandma. He's just making things up.
No, my grandma told me. I've heard other people say it too. That it's underwater. Or no, maybe it was the storm sewers.
That does sound pretty hardcore.
Or maybe it's in the air. Or in an ancient state pyramid offshore.
Island Empire. In a pyramid. Now that would be something. What have you learned from the other expeditions?
They're pretty vague about it in general. The gangsters like to claim they're looking for the grave of a friend, with picks and shovels. The archaeologists act all official about it, saying they're conducting serious research. Honestly, I think they're not really scientists, just rich. The junkies, for some reason, are pretty upfront about it. They just say they're looking to snort some blow out of a dead man's nasal cavity.
Electrochemistry. Honest men on an honest quest. You should join them.
By now, I'd say I know about as much about it as anyone on the coast.
Oh yeah, the Crystal Skull vodka. I'm convinced. Let's go find it, undertake it. Surprisingly, I'm not interested in looking for the skull. Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on just a minute. Finding it right now is literally impossible.
Electrochemistry? What? Why?
For one, the way is blocked by that big lorry that says Delta Logistics Company on the side. You definitely have to search the area behind that lorry too, yet it is impassable. And second, outfitting an expedition like that is expensive. It'd have to be a big production to do the cocaine skull justice. You need new gear, people who know what they're doing, all kinds of provisions. It's just not feasible within the economic and temporal frame of our current setup. Matter of fact, unless a bunch of money just falls out of the sky, we might never know what's up with that skull.
I have to agree. We barely have what we need to solve the case we've got now. We can't afford to run around chasing after quasi-mythical pieces of drug paraphernalia. Besides, it would look extremely bad for the RCM to be caught up in something that has the word cocaine writ large on it. The PR is tricky on this.
Damn, that's too bad. Who cares? It was an idiotic idea anyway. Electrochemistry. Wait. Maybe there's another way. Maybe up around the coast. Don't give up now.
Yeah, well, that's the reality situation for you. Who knows, though? Maybe someday we'll get our chance.
Any more stories you can tell?
Not that I can think of, currently.
I guess that makes sense. You've been drinking a lot.
That might be the case, yes.
Okay, be seeing you. Oh, and this guy. Grumbles an unshaven man with a ruddy nose. He narrows his eyes at you as if in recognition, then turns his head away. Perception smell. The noxious odor emanating from the drunken man is strong and familiar.
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail!
I am the law. Who's Abigail? I'll call whoever I want. Don't tell me what to do. This is making me uncomfortable, Dave.
Abigail. Don't you fucking call Abigail.
Suggestion. Abigail is his wife or girlfriend. Chances are she's gone. Calling her wouldn't make it any better or worse. Rhetoric. You're not going to get anything from this guy. He's too drunk. Electrochemistry. Never thought you'd see such a thing in your life, but this guy is a little too drunk. Have you seen any women around here lately? Who are you? What's your name? Where am I? What is this place? Why shouldn't I call Abigail? Tell me about your friends. Point to the others. He snorts and beckons you to lean in closer. Lean in, don't lean in.
Don't call Abigail. Don't call Abigail.
His breath smells harsh, like a toxic swamp, as he whispers to you. Then he waves his hand, as if shooing you away. See any women around here?
Abigail, where are you?
Who are you?
Don't call Abigail.
Hey, I'm on an important official investigation. I demand you answer my questions.
There's no use in yelling at drunks. He's barely holding it together.
Where am I? What is this place? The man hiccups, then mumbles something unintelligible.
Don't call.
Slowly, his head nods off to the side, and he passes out, tongue dangling from his mouth.
There was little chance he'd be a reliable witness anyway.
He was giving us some advice there, actually, which I'm gonna go do now. I'm going to ignore his warning and do it anyway. Kind of. You just dial random numbers into the phone. I already called the one. The last time I did this, some old lady picked up and I pretended to be her son or something. And then she just hung up on me. You pick up the headset, there's a tone. The machine is operable. Put 10 cents in and dial a random number. 005 51 17 912. Calling. Still calling. Authority. Again? Seriously? Someone with a masculine voice picks up.
Hello, Gerard speaking.
Conceptualization. Hello, Gerard. Technically speaking, your electricity. I'm Dad. Is Alec Tricity there? I need to speak with Alec Tricity. Please. Gerard, what a douche name. Change it. Change your name. Sorry, wrong number. Hang up.
What are you, like 5?
A woman's voice shouts something in the background. When Gerard speaks up again, his voice is hushed.
Thanks for calling, asshole.
Phone hanging up. Disconnection tone. Let's see. Call another random number. 005 99 77 313. Calling. 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 Still calling. Still calling.
Stop calling me, man.
The voice on the other end is slightly hysterical.
I'll get you your money, alright? I just need till tonight. Let me work.
Who is this? Yeah, but a slight change of plans. I want this delivered to the Whirling in Rags in Martinez. We could all be a bit kinder to each other, don't you think? Consider your debt paid, my friend. You seem to be in some sort of trouble. Maybe I can help you. I'm a police officer. Change of plans.
Hey! You're not Tethys. Screw you, and don't ever call here again. You're fucking with some serious people.
Disconnect tone. Lets you know the lieutenant is ready to move on now. Dial another random number. 005 11 11 313. Kim's watching me prank call people.
Tired.
A man answers, fast this time. His voice is hoarse from cigarettes. You hear typing in the background. Perception hearing. Sounds like he hasn't talked to anyone in quite a while. What are you tired of? I'm tired too. Is there anything I can do to help you? I'm with the police.
There is nothing.
The man disappears with a sigh. You don't seem to hear the customary disconnect tone. The silence in the headset. The machine is still waiting for you to dial a number. Logic. Seems like it did not have time to swallow the coin. This sometimes happens. Interfacing. Lucky you, the call went too fast for the payphone to register. You can still make a new one without paying. Interfacing. Dial a random number with your eyes closed. +1 white morning. +1 sorry cop. That's the white morning is from when we had we opened the ledger and we found the post and the letter from his ex-wife. You close your eyes and put your index finger on the rotary dial. Then pull down on the number. Then move one up with repeat the motion twice. Strange. This is not how you started before. Wait, what did I just do? Keep dialing. Stop. What did I just do? You dialed 001. This is not the area code for Revachol. It is another destination, on another Isola, some far-off nation-state. Cyclopedia. 005 is Revachol ZOC001 in Grod, on the Gradarian Insula, where the telephone was invented. The next 2 digits you dial are the area code of the city of Marova. Keep dialing. "41, 44, 47. The rotary dial feels cold from the sea air. Keep dialing. 11, 17, 316. Your fingers keep moving, like a spider, every time the ring rotates back with a little ring of metal, like a bell tolling. There's more? Yes. 451, 67, 451. You're going deeper now, into some unknown place, far away from this island, of matter and its telecommunication networks. Finish it. 451. You have dialed God knows how many numbers. The headset has been waiting silently to relay a signal. Surely nothing can come of this, you think, but it does. A connection. An ultra-long-distance call. Your ear fills with a crackle, the wash of a strange ocean full of white noise. A little bird starts ringing in there. Not like the local call tone before, no. A small ring of a cage of distortion, far away, a distant network of phones. Calling. Calling in the night. Empathy. The saddest sound in the world. Half-light. Both pitiful and terrifying. You feel your pulse rising with each ring. Calling still. Pain threshold. Ringing by the bedside of a dark but capacious apartment with a long window. You know this to be true. Endurance. The handset starts slipping from your sweaty palms. Your breath is heavy. Long windows. How do I know that? You just do. And you know it's going to hurt. Kim? Or hang up. Volition. Let's see. Kim, the lieutenant is too far away to hear your yelp. The sea wind blows. Let it call more. Calling. 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 Calling still. Then the ocean breaks out of the depths. A woman's voice emerges, small, the dearest thing you've ever heard.
Hello?
She sounds sleepy. Hello? I want to die. Who is this? I'm a revolutionary servant of humanity. I will free mankind and abolish the classes. I will raise the dead. Proceed. Your voice is so beautiful. Goodbye. She hums, her voice warm from sleep.
Who is this?
Who is this?
Dora. Who is this? The connection is bad.
Island Empire. Dora. The name feels like a gift. A gift that was meant for you. To make it possible to live. Physical instrument. And fight. Perception hearing. In the distorted distance, you hear someone turning next to her. Bed springs rattle. Volition. Don't react. Whatever you do, don't react to that last thing. Is someone there? Perception hearing, no answer. You're not sure, but you think you hear a man's voice in the background. It's covered in pain and white noise. I want to die.
What?
It takes a second for her to realize what you said. I don't know why I said that. Your voice makes me want to turn into dust. I want to live with you.
Oh no. Is that you?
Her voice sounds like she's waking up now. Still plaintive, tired. Conceptualization. This is too much. You need to recede. A creature is a creature. I wish I was the wind. No.
Oh no, not this. What time is it?
Your voice is so beautiful.
No, no. It's you, isn't it? It's you.
I'm a revolutionary servant of humanity.
You're not a revolutionary, Harry. You're drunk.
Logic. You only have 2, maybe 3 things left to say before the change runs out. Harry. How do you know my name? Harry, who's Harry? Are you sleeping with him? I'm also Harry. Same. Quite deep. I'm not drunk. Okay, I'm drunk. What does it matter? I'm still me. I'm not drunk, I'm high. I'm not drunk or high, I'm just hurt. Why does it hurt to talk to you?
Oh, God.
There's silence. It's heavy as tin. The white noise howls. Hey. Oh. Are you there? Say nothing.
Do you know what time it is? It's so late here.
Sounds like she's looking for a clock on the nightstand.
It's 4 o'clock, Harry. I need to wake up in 2 hours.
Do you want to party? I want to talk about me, who I am. You sound like you know me. You're in Morova, right? Where are you going in 2 hours? I am the law. I am a detective. I'm doing a case. There's a hanged man. Is someone there with you? Hang up. She doesn't answer anymore. I'm gonna solve it. It doesn't matter. This case doesn't matter. None of it matters. Not anymore. Can you help me solve it? I need to solve it. They won't take me back if I don't.
Harry.
Disconnect tone. The machine ran out of money. Shivers. Run. To the church. Home. Anywhere but here. Anything but calling her again. Put 10 cents in and dial again. You dial the numbers again. 26 pulls of the rotary dial. The machine eats the coin, and a terrifying ocean of distance rustles in your ear. In the middle of it, a familiar ring. Small, distorted. Calling. Calling. Volition. Put it down. Hang up. Let it call. Calling. 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 Empathy. It looks like she does not want to pick it up, Harry. Stop scaring her. Why? Just let it ring. Calling. Calling.
Harry, please.
A sad voice answers, dressed in distortion. Electrochemistry. Underneath it, she's naked and warm under a blanket. You're warm. You're naked, aren't you? Heat the headset against the phone. I need answers to my mystery. I need to know who you are. Who are you? Harry, please. I'm going to end this call, damn it. There was someone there before. I heard someone. Who's with you? Beat the phone against the... Just damage my health smacking the phone. You're warm. There's a sigh. Who's with you? She doesn't answer. All you hear is hiss. Who are you?
Please. I'm going to hang up now, okay?
Phone hanging up. Dial the number again. You dial the number again. As you've done many times, you remember it well now. Calling, 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 calling. Calling damage to morale. And calling. For who knows how long. But no one answers. You need to insert more money to call again. You want my money? Punch the phone. Leave. Pain threshold. Punch it again. The pain is good. The cold metal is hard, and your knuckles bleed a little.
That's enough now, officer.
The lieutenant stands at a distance. You want more money now, huh? You want fucking money? Punch the phone again. Pain threshold. Fuck it. It doesn't hurt. It didn't give you any fun for that money. Nothing. Your hand is turning blue now. Blood drops to the ground.
Officer, that's enough. Let's return to work.
Volition. That's right. Walk away. Logic. It's over. Leave. Blood drips down from your knuckles to the sand. Drip, drip, drip. Well, that was sad. But does this say anything else?
Her name, body, and rule are synonymous with humanism. I have no idea what you mean.
Okay, never mind. I thought he would have something to say after that, but I guess not. It's quite a doomer. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, I need to go back to the, back to the car and call into the public library about the card.
This is Precinct 57. Hold on, officer. I've got Central Jamrock Public Library on the line, and I've already introduced you to their librarian. Connecting the call in 2, 1.
Yes, this is Central Jamrock Public Library here. How can I help you, officer?
Yes, this is... oh, good. Empathy. He sounds worried, yet ready to assist. This is how people get when the police call. I'm looking for any information that you can provide on Billy Magine, a reader.
Billy Majon, you said. Give me a moment, I'll have to check our database.
I pronounced it the American way. Machine. Shivers. On Moreau Drive in central Jamrock, in a darkened hall, lit by orange desk lamps, far away from the noise outside, a middle-aged man taps commands into an old radio computer. A printout falls onto his desk. Behind him, a lonely reader scours some dusty bookshelves, looking for a paperback.
Yes, hello, are you still there? I found Billy Majon's home address, is that alright? No phone number, unfortunately.
Logic. They're too poor to have a phone line. Yes, home address is fine. I'm not really that good with addresses.
Here we go, sir. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33B, apartment number 20. It's in Martinez, I believe. Capeside Apartments, it says. That's all.
Reaction speed. That's where the smoker on the balcony lives, isn't it? Do you have any other information on Billy Magine?
It says here that they returned their last book just a few days ago, but I wasn't at work that day.
Do you know someone who was?
Marie? Marie? Do you remember a reader named Billy Majon? They returned a Tybalt book the other day.
Perception hearing. Maurice what? A woman yells. Then yes. Okay. If it was the police. Starts explaining something.
Yes, it was my colleague Marie. She said that it was Billy's husband who returned the book. He also asked for this new sci-fi release, Lowe's Radio City 87, but we don't have it yet.
Logic, good. You have a name now. So Billy Magine is a woman, not a man. How did your colleague know that it was her husband? Do you know the husband's name? Can Marie describe to me what the husband looked like?
Marie knows Billy. She's been working here longer than me. Sometimes her husband returns some books for her.
Empathy. And then goes for a little drink later. On the lookout. Do you know the husband's name?
Sorry, no. Marie only knows him by sight.
Can Marie describe him?
Marie? She said it was an older man, and that she's pretty sure he'd had a drink or two the last time she saw him.
What was he wearing?
1 second. Sorry, Marie wasn't really paying any attention to that.
Thank you. That's all for me. I have other questions. End the call.
Happy we could help. Goodbye, officer.
Anything else you need from me?
Nope.
57.
Alright, to the Capeside Apartments. Door to apartment number 20. A withered brown door. The number reads 20. Let's see. Perception smell. Something smells good. Soup à légion? I don't know. The lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and knock. Island Empire. This is the door. You already know it's the right door. This is going to be so hard. Volition. Get yourself together. It's just police work. Hold on, Kim. We should discuss this before we move on. What should we expect? Hold on, let me make a save. In case something happens. Okay, what do we do?
You're right. Let's talk this through.
Onion soup. Okay. It's French onion. I love that. You're right. Let's talk this through. He looks at the apartment door and lowers his voice a bit. Perception, hearing. You hear light footsteps passing by the door and some folk music playing on the radio.
We have our first preliminary identification. In all likelihood, the deceased is the husband of Billy Méjean. We need to confirm this, as well as deliver the death notification to Billy herself. Now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful part of our job. This is why it's usually done in pairs. You got this. I'll be monitoring reactions, ready to act if necessary.
Let's see. Do you have any advice on how to tell her he's
dead? Just don't say that you know how they feel. You don't.
Empathy. Good advice. What if I don't want to do this? Kim, I don't want to do this. Let's turn around. Try to bail out. All right. I think I'm ready. The lieutenant motions towards the door. Knock.
Hello? Who is it?
A voice calls out from the other side of the door. And someone turns down the radio. Look at the lieutenant first. He gives you a short, encouraging nod. Is this Billy Machine's home? This is the police. Please open the door.
The police? A moment, please give us a moment.
You hear shuffling inside. Perception, hearing, tidying up, nervously. Empathy. There's fear in her voice.
Come in, the door is open.
Oh, there. Makes the best onion soup. Let's see. An empty pack of red Astra cigarettes hidden under the bed. The same brand of cigarettes you found in the trash next to the deceased. Packages of humanitarianism aid macaronis. Humanitarian aid macaroni. Some leftovers kept warm on the stovetop. Smells like buckwheat and onions here. Windows covered in old newspaper clippings. Hello, detective. She's... Can't they afford curtains? Chalk-drawn height chart for children's growth over the years. Posters of contemporary pop stars adorn the walls. A textbook for high school, mathematics, trigonometry mostly. A clock is ticking away with an odd cheerfulness. The ticking makes you anxious. Rings hollow in the room.
It's you from the book stand. Did you come to bring my cockatoo back?
Yeah, it's the woman I hugged. It's... A hug a day keeps the bourgeois away.
I don't think I introduced myself properly. I'm Billy. Would you like something to drink? Tea? Lemonade? We're out of coffee.
The lieutenant takes off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his handkerchief. For now, you're on your own here. Empathy. He must feel vulnerable without his glasses. This is why he's letting you take the lead. Thanks, but I'm all right. I'm not really here for the tea. Not now.
Is this about Victor? My husband. Is he in some kind of trouble again? I can come pick him up in the station if that's what.
She stops, her eyes trying to read answers from your face. Composure. Keep it together. You don't want your body language to tell her the news.
Sorry, I'm rambling. It's just that Victor often gets into all kinds of trouble. So, how can I help you?
Rhetoric. How about some small talk before you break the news? Suggestion. Definitely no small talk. This isn't the time or place. Pain threshold. It's like ripping off a bandage. The least painful way is to do it straight away, without stalling. So, how have you been? I'm noticing you were cooking something. You live here with Victor, your husband, right? And empathy. 97%, tell her about the dead body. +4, Kim is here. +1, identified the leather jacket. +1, identified the library card. +1, kept your composure. +1, discussed things through with Kim. +1, lieutenant's handkerchief. And +1, dress code. RCM official. Oh, I get a bonus because I'm wearing a bunch of RCM gear. Cool. Watch it fail. Okay. Empathy. You've done this before. Just keep your focus. God. Do I just say it? He's dead like that? Ma'am, I'm very sorry to say, but your husband, Victor Magin, was found dead on the Martinez boardwalk.
What did you say?
She blinks. Pain threshold. A great and terrible spike. The blood freezes in her veins. Your husband, Victor Magin, is dead. I'm very sorry for your loss, ma'am.
Oh.
She touches her neck, eyes pale like pearls in seawater.
Oh. But...
Another
he
hug.
was just...
She looks at the kitchen table, where 2 cigarette butts are still in the tray. Empathy. But he was just here, alive.
We understand this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions. Take your time, ma'am.
What happened to him?
She turns to you. Her neck and cheeks are covered with red blotches. Her double chin is shaking. It's still early to say, but at first glance it seems like he slipped and hit his head. It was an accident. He fell through a hole in the boardwalk and hit his head.
Was he drunk?
Alcohol may have played a role, yes. We don't know that yet, but we'll let you know when the results arrive. Yes.
I see. And you just found him there, lying in the cold. How long had he been there?
If you say 2 days maybe, it will etch in her mind forever. It's hard to say at this point. It could have been long. 2 days maybe. She blinks, eyes welling up with tears, as her hands start searching for something from the pockets of her dress. Reaction speed, the handkerchief. True, it would have been honest, but it's quite sad. The handkerchief. Here, take this. Give her the lieutenant's handkerchief. No words. Just give her the lieutenant's handkerchief. Don't give her the lieutenant's handkerchief. It's too special. That's...
Yes, thank you.
Let's see. She smiles a small, terrified smile, then wipes away the tears. She looks disoriented.
Is there anyone we could call for you? A friend, a family member, someone who could be here for you?
No, no. I just need to tell my girls.
The air gets sucked out of her lungs suddenly. Pain threshold. It burns like acid.
God, should I call them? Should I tell them to come home?
Empathy. No. A day. Yes, they should know. Do you want us to call them and ask them here? No. Take a day to recover. You'll be better prepared when they come home tomorrow.
Good. That's probably the right thing. Thank you.
She nods, but with a wretched expression.
Just tell me, what do I need to do next?
Wrenched.
Where is he? Can I see him?
We've taken him to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number in case you want to contact him earlier.
He hands her a leaflet with the morgue's contact information. Drama. A very good call.
Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still...
She rubs her face, runs her fingers over her cheeks that have become numb.
Thank you. Thank you for telling me. I'll call if...
She runs out of breath. Physical instrument. These are her last reserves of strength. Her muscles will give in soon. Already, she starts to shake. Again, I'm very sorry, ma'am.
We should step outside and talk.
The lieutenant nods to the woman, then looks back at you, his voice lowered. Set the library card by her. Leave the room. Oh wait, no. I meant to talk to Kim. There we go.
You did well.
The lieutenant says so. As you left the apartment, the balcony feels cool and quiet, with a stunning view over the district. Nod. What now? I could have done more. Great. The case is closed then.
I'll call the station when we're finished with the day, and let them know the name of the deceased.
That's it? What about Billy and her kids?
They'll manage.
Volition. They have to. It's not your place to live their lives. That's it?
That's it. We should get back to our case now that our duty here is done.
Right. This is closed then.
Let's go.
Alright, let's see. Find all the RPs, find the murder weapon. That's not until 2200. Oh, ask about, oh yeah, I need to look around the shack, that's it. Okay, I'm going into the shack then. Can I fast travel, or is it broken? It's probably broken. I have to walk there. Oh, there we go. You unlock the shack
I'll
door.
wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangement and look for any signs of Ruby. But just so you know, after we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the whirling in rags for the night. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
The key turns with a satisfying click. You enter the shack now. The Korozhev jacket. Korozhev jacket. +1 logic. Checkmate. This swanky checkered jacket flatters your form in a way that makes you feel fun kind of serious. It has really nice roomy pockets too. Let's see. It's another mirror. Let's see. An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, adorned with the expression. I can try to stop the expression if I get more electrochemistry, but can't do anything with that. Wash bin. On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin. Is shaving the right call? The water reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic. Physical instrument. You'll be looking like a pansy without the chops. A fucking pansy. Composure. A fresh start looms ahead. Clean yourself up and be born anew. Composure. Hand-eye coordination. 58%. Time to shave. Get these mutton chops off. No, I want to keep the mutton chops. The floorboards creak under your steps. Old science fiction magazines, books about bird watching, an almanac from 39. Intricate heat engine hums quietly, giving out a pleasant warmth. Shivers. A brisk coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally, the waves crawl in under the foundation, producing a low hum. Listen. The room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ears. Outside, it's cold and windy, but you're inside, and it feels safe and warm. My new hangout, where I can... Oh, yeah. What is this place to you? My new hangout, where I could silently sit, drink, and die, while looking at walls roll in, at the waves roll in. My forward base for the coastal part of the operation. It's free. That's good enough. I could live here. A possible resting spot for my fatigue is what it is. Oh, a possible resting spot for my fugitive is what it is. Looks like this is my new home. Wonder where the old one went. Waves crash onto the beach, drowning the reeds. Far to the south, a congregation gathers to a soup kitchen in the shelter for the homeless. An old woman gives out knitted scarves for free. Far to the southeast, two men and a woman dress themselves in ceramic armor. A shortwave radio hisses on the windowsill. One makes a salute. The other downs a drink. Weapons under the bed. This is some more foreshadowing. I don't think I got this during my last playthrough, so I didn't know it said that. Foreshadowing. A middle-aged man stands in a run-down shack on the edge of a fishing village. Nothing nods. Not one salutes from him. No sight of the fugitive. This feels like a cozy hideout. Thank you, strange sensation, for a fair assessment of the current situation. No, wait. I changed my mind. I want to choose again. Outside, the howl of the wind is picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice. Look under the floorboards. Loose floorboard. As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others. Visual calculus. The edge of the floorboard next to it looks scratched. Move the board aside. The hollowed space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below. What's in here? Search through the sand and sawdust. Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. There might be something hidden inside the sand, though. Island Empire. Something bad. Someone's night thoughts. A last resort. A bad idea. Search through the sand and sawdust. You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry. Not like outside. Fine dust, and then something hard, wrapped in paper. What is it? Gained 9mm bullet. A small cylindrical object. You pull it out. A bullet. Encyclopedia. A 9mm bullet, to be exact, fit for all muzzleloaders of that caliber. Like your own Villar's pistol, for example. This bullet isn't for a breech loader like the murder weapon. The floorboard isn't interested. Maybe the washerwoman is. You have enough to confront her with. Empathy. Holding the bullet, you get the feeling. This isn't ammunition against you. It's for herself.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Wait, hold on. Does Kim have anything to say about it?
Yes?
No.
Our tenant, the policeman.
Okay, there's a bullet under the floorboards of your shack.
Damn that girl.
She murmurs softly. Composure. And without anger. A long and harsh life has taught her not to buckle under pressure.
A bullet?
The lieutenant turns to you and gives you a little nod. Then turns to the washerwoman.
You didn't put it there, did you? She did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
You rented the room to her. Oh, I guess she does. She's just not going to talk. She says, "Yes, I lent my room to that Ruby girl." She speaks slowly, wringing out a rag. After a long silence, her hands move onto the water bucket. Some water sloshes over the edge.
As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here.
When was this?
She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into, that girl?
What? That's some that's some Disco Elysium dialogue right there. I don't know. Empathy. She seems genuinely worried about her previous tenant. She's seen her hiding out from trouble before, but this seems different.
That's for the police to find out. Right then, please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
Let's see. You said she left on Monday.
Yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think.
Is the room exactly as she left it?
I cleaned it, like I always do.
Was there anything else there?
No.
Drama. The truth, sire. What's she like, Ruby?
She's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time. Kept to herself.
What do you mean?
She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
It was pretty funny. Why do you think she left the bullet there?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
She looks back towards her shack, thinking. Island Empire. You could ask her about your hunch. That it was a desperate measure. See if she thinks Ruby fits the bill. Oh, hello there, Haven. How are you? Oh, well, you're lurking. Well, thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Good to see you again. I have a possible explanation in my mind.
Aye. Do tell.
Let's see. A seagull flies overhead. Obviously a bad omen. It was an exit plan. On second thought, I'd rather not say. It's not something I want to think about.
Exit from what?
Life. The world. This. Spread your hands. The lieutenant stops writing for a moment. He looks at you, then at the old woman.
No, she's a fighter.
Physical instrument. Not a quitter. Like you sometimes get, son. Oh, well, that's good to hear, Haven. Where did she go?
I don't know. Further up the coast. She tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north.
Visual calculus. It's a peninsula. She might be trapped.
You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
Her tone is without malice.
I wouldn't worry about that, ma'am. We are persistent.
Further up the coast we go, then. But that place is huge. She's a needle in a haystack. Wipe your brow. Man, I was really hoping she'd be hiding in this village. Are you sure she didn't go somewhere more pleasant and less wet?
Yes, it's going to be too much work for you to find her. Better for you to stay here, get a nice cozy fire going in the heater.
Island Empire. The Feld Electric Mural. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time.
One thing, officer. If you do find her, please go easy on her.
She looks around. The air is getting colder. Empathy. She really means it. It's an honest plea.
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon, I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
Let's see, it's still only 17%. Let's see. +1 reassured her about the signing documents. Oh, I'm looking for someone else, actually.
Oh?
Let's see.
Who?
Looking for a suspect who stayed in this neighborhood.
Okay. When did this person stay here?
Very recently, over the past few days. She might have arrived on Friday.
Oh. I've been out on the sea for most of the past week. The weather's been good for fishing, so I usually start at 4 in the morning.
Really?
Yes, that's the optimal time. Got to make the most of the calm. I've been sleeping like a corpse after. The sea really takes its toll. Now I'm just waiting for the wind to settle to get out there again. Sorry I couldn't help you out. Maybe I can help you find someone else.
That's
really? A lot of stuff.
Oh, wait. A lot of stuff Wait. Oh, wait, I thought that was just the leave option. What's this say? Let's see. That's it, I'm not looking for anyone else. Really? Are you sure you're not looking for... Nadia Harinker? Or Ignis Nilsson? Or the great lost city of ice under the waves? I'm not looking for a lot of stuff, am I? I am looking for a lot of stuff. Yeah, that's what cops do. I guess so. Doesn't feel like a lot to me. I could be doing more. Maybe there's something missing from your life. I'm just doing my job. Let's change the subject.
Oh, there's plenty missing. But that's too much for even an eager terrier like you to handle. Although you seem very thorough. Tell me, instead, is there something else I can help you with?
Let's see. Thought gained, Searchlight Division. I missed I don't know what I have to do to get there's one called the Remote Viewers Division. And it's like the psychics. Oh yeah, good. Well, I hope you get some good sleep there, Haven. I'm very tired as well. Hopefully I'll get done. I probably got another, another like 40 minutes-ish, probably, another like half hour in me. And then I gotta sleep a little bit and then go to work in the morning. Oh yes, I was going to check the Feld building out. Actually, I don't think I have a level. Oh, I do have a level, actually. Hold on, let me see what does the Searchlight Division give me? I might put it in one of my slots here. Go. Let's see. Effect +2 perception. Okay. That might be good, actually. Perception is nice. I already have it at +7. It's already pretty high. Is there any garbage skills I want to get rid of? Oh, well, thank you very much, Haven. Yeah, I take care of myself. Enough. Let's see. Mazovian socio... Oh, well, that's the... I want to keep... Even though it's negative, it's still... That's the communist one. Well, this skill is only good for the very end of the game. Yeah, I don't think I want to get rid of anything. I think this is just going to be my build for the rest of the game. One more door. Actually, nah, I'll just keep it. The Felled Mural. You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled over the years, but you can still make out Felled Electrical R&D. Perception Sight. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, tomorrow is just a whisper away. Step closer. Above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice. Let's see. Felled Electrical. You only know them as a small company that makes ink cartridges. Looks like they used to be big. Island Empire. There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first. Could Ruby be in here?
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there, or in that boat shack, in that church tower, maybe.
Logic. Why single out this one building? Shivers. 97%. Listen to the wind. +3. Found the empty trap. +2. Made the awful call. +1. Confronted the pigs. +2, established the nightclub. +2, discovered the anomaly. +3, death notification. +1, found the jacket. Let's see. This is sort of a... Let me see, is there anything else I should do first before this? Oh yeah, there's Joyce's boat. I should probably go do that first. She's over here somewhere. I forget where. Oh, actually, she might be up here. I forget where on the coast she shows up. This is sort of one of the turning points in the game, so I'll save this for a little bit later. Oh yeah, I have to redo the trap. Let's see, release the locusts onto the empty trap. The locusts, dazing from being transported, slowly begin to acclimate to their new surroundings. Composure. They're not really going to get the chance to get comfortable here.
Good, now that's done. When do you think we will return to our impending apocalypse of a murder investigation? Don't answer that. It was a rhetorical question.
I think I just go tell them that I refilled the traps. I hope the fast travel works again. Oh yeah, I gotta reconstruct the scene over here too. I'll do that since I'm over here. Let's see, I need some visual calculus. Let's see, what am I? There, I got that. Oh, that's the only thing that gives me visual calculus. Perception sight. A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other. 72%. Why this many bullet holes? +1 bullet holes on the plaza, +2 bullet holes in the backyard, +1 know about the revolution, +1 know about Feld Electrical. Success! Visual calculus. A row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall. There are many of them, a dozen at least. Their heads lowered, and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet. No sound. No movement. 10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner, automatic rifles primed. A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands to the side. Snowflakes fall on the wooden planks and the surrounding sand dunes, covering the land with a white of innocence. A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains. What is this? The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round. There's only one soldier has a loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution, with everyone fully armed. Looks like the people... Look at the people against the wall. A host of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations, as demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes. They stand, facing the wall. It's impossible to discern any details about their personality or background. Esprit de corps, ordinary people, familiar. Each and every one of them. Who were they? Comrades, the forsaken, the wretched. Who tried to rise against the horrors of the world? Look at the line of soldiers. 7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but from which one? Look at the person standing to the side. The commandant. The one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the air. The lights of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face. Him. Who was who in this execution?
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces.
Logic. Remember what Trent Hildestam said about Feld. What if it was the Feld personnel, when their assets were being seized by the revolutionaries?
Another likely scenario.
Reaction speed, or maybe. What about people from the coalition? The so-called moralists?
Yeah, it's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always...
Oh, well, thank you, VO, for hanging out. Have a good night.
To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was the commandant, the superior giving the orders.
Let's see. Goodbye, Lee. A cold sea blows away the figures. Shivers. Behind this building, the other one. Once filled with engineers and designers of Feld Electric, now collapsed and dead. But for some rats. You feel drawn, for some reason, to the faded mural again. Well, is there anything else with this? Oh, ghostly. Nope, that's it. I need to find Joyce. I think her boat shows up somewhere on the coast here. I think. Let's see. Visual calculus. Is there something here that would indicate a sniper used this place as a nest for taking the shot? Just some urban detritus, a bottle, and a dilapidated old comms tower. Perception. In the distance, you can hear the breakers roar.
I don't see it, Lieutenant W. Freitor. I don't see a person take a shot here and hit something there, in the whirling in rags.
Maybe the campfire was used by the perpetrator. Maybe the assailant climbed the comms tower. Took the shot there. What about the cigarette butts? Look over the water to the whirling in rags.
It's not possible to climb that ladder. And even if it were, why? There's no platform up there to aim from.
It was a campfire.
To warm his hands before pulling the trigger? Perhaps, but anyone could have made this. The coast is specked with fires this time of year. Truthfully, this seems like a very poor choice to take a 1.2 kilometer rifle shot from. Visibility is awful. There's water vapor everywhere. I think we can rule out Biddable Prime, was it?
About the cigarette butts.
Those? A smoking assailant who favors Tumutiri to Astra or Joanne? Cigarette butts are everywhere. This is a common brand for all men.
Oh yeah, I forgot to use my level up. What do I want? I'll get a logic and A logic and a visual calculus. Island Empire. Still, you feel it was important enough to make a mental note. That means something. You don't pay attention to any other cigarette butts on the coast. Look over the water, the whirling in rags. There, 1.2 kilometers over the cold water of the bay. Through a thick snowstorm melting flake by flake in the waves, you see the smallest rectangle, barely visible. The glowing light on the third floor of the whirling in rags. With binoculars, you would see a young woman's shape move behind the glass, her limbs long and slender. Smoking, drinking, being happy and elated without you. Because you're here, freezing in the wind, aren't you? Doing your detective work. Finish the thought. Oh, I broke the camera again. Hold on. Let me switch my glasses back. There. Now I've got to reload because the camera broke. There we go. The relay tower coordinates. Boat traffic in the bay. Barely. Okay, there's nothing else here. Oh. Can't go that way. Can I do anything with this door yet? No. Now, rhetoric. Wait. Take a long look at yourself and how you're reflected in that slick chemical rainbow. What do you see? Conceptualization. Metaphor. It's always a metaphor. Some kind of metaphor for me. Just me, I guess. Some nasty water. Rhetoric. This is more important than you. That's the blood of industry you see before you. The runoff from Coal City, further down the coast. The engines of fortune once roared here. Great wealth poured into Revachol, the Delta. As did smoke, waste, sickness, life. What happened? The engines stopped. The West Revacholian industrial base was dismantled after the war. Now, extinguished coke furnaces dot the landscape, a landscape despoiled by industry. Physical instrument. Filth. This needs environmental action now. I don't see the problem. Revachol moved on to a service industry. Get with the times, yo. West Revachol Industrial Base. That's so me. There was a serious dereliction of duty in this cleanup. Perhaps you could dedicate yourself to cleaning it up. You're a cop. You must concern yourself with different masses. Even so, it's pretty to think. Oh, is she on the... Oh. Oh, yeah. That's where she is. I should have guessed.
I'll just keep the Corda Lacey in the channel, if that's okay. It's too shallow near the pier.
She winds the mooring line around the post.
Hi, ma'am. And it's a jetty, by the way. Of course. Jetty. I prefer a good jetty to a pier any day. Jetty.
Hello there, ma'am.
Hello, detectives.
She seems fascinated. She fastens the end of the line around the post and straightens her back.
It's good to see you here. I only just arrived myself.
What brings you here, madame?
Nothing, really. I've had my eye on this jetty for weeks now, so I decided to investigate it personally. This cluster of buildings isn't on any of the official maps, as far as I can tell.
Logic. That... and she's also keeping an eye on you. Have you been spying on us? So how do you like it here?
Spying has such a negative connotation. I did track your progress along the coast, however, and decided I would be better able to assist you from here. Then there's the matter of that little scamp in old lady clothes. She threatened to paint the Corda Lacey red. Like blood, you see. Well, I like it the way it is. White.
So, how do you like it here?
How do I like it?
She casts her gaze towards the village, slush melting on the cinder blocks, construction work left half-finished 10 years ago. Perception hearing. Water drips down eaves of eternite. The jetty, below her feet, creaks to the tune. Perception smell. The smell of salt and dog shit in the background.
It's pornographically poor. The street has no name, all the men are dead or missing. And is that the carcass of a motor carriage over there?
She squints her eyes.
I'm surprised that woman hasn't put me to the sword yet. Maybe she will. You should ask your questions while you can.
Let's see. Dark eyes survey the coast, leading up to Martinez. Dull gray metal rests on her scabbard. A sword. The wind is too loud for her to hear.
Fortunately for you, madame, the RCM is on the scene.
Rhetoric. All right, politics time. Let's react. You're right to be scared. This is all your fault. You're in no danger. Whisper. The working class have no idea what's happening to them. Try not to be scared. This is just how the real city looks. This place is doomed either way. Say nothing.
Maybe.
She leans against the railing, looking up at the gray sky. Shivers. Above you there forms a quilt of alto-cumulus clouds, twisting into each other. The wind tugs and stretches them over the bay. Their cloud shadows slide over the ruins of Revachol West. Whatever they pass, the temperature drops slightly but perceptibly. Esprit de corps. It's early spring, and the rains are coming. An officer enters a low hut of stone and wood. Inside, weapons are piled against the walls. Rifles with splintering stocks, and swords. Tens, if not hundreds. They're antiques, says Lieutenant John, the archetype, McCoy, to his partner. They're digging them up from the catacombs now, fixing them. Old caches from the Revolution. The children carry them, come May. The streets will be flooded. Outside the wind rattles the loose hatches, flooded with cheap weapons in angry hands.
Have I told you how they discovered this place?
The wind picks up. Her raincoat flaps in a gust. This fishing village? This island? This Isola?
No, they're in Sealindian, Isola.
No, you haven't told me how they found it.
Well, your condition has left you no worse off than most of these people. The literacy rate is around 45% west of the river. 50 years of occupation have left these people in an oblivion of poverty.
Oblivion. That's so me. 45% is around what I operate. Things are getting better, though. Say nothing. Oblivion.
I knew you would sympathize. Most Revacholians will never know what this place means. Our home. This island of matter. Or why they were ferried over in the first place. Remind me to tell you one day. For now, how can I assist you in this new location?
Tell me now. We have time. Tell me something else, then. Well, it was good running into you. Leave. That's it. Tell me, we have time. He glances with his watch. It doesn't look like he does.
I hear you have singled out a suspect and are in pursuit. This is cause for cautious optimism. I would not want to delay you.
Island Empire. This story she will tell only before she leaves Martinez, at the very end of her stay.
Maybe there is something else I can assist you with, while you're hot in pursuit.
Let's see, I found my badge, by the way.
I love you did.
She inspects the piece of blue plastic, her eyes scanning from left to right. Composure, fast, observantly. Like an electric printer.
Pleased to meet you, Lieutenant W. Freighter Dubois. I am glad to see a man of high qualification. The situation is precarious. What can I help you with, Lieutenant Freighter?
Seaweed drips from the badge in your hand. It smells like fish.
How about you share your information on the lynching, now that you've seen his badge?
The goalposts have moved, Lieutenant. In the absence of the badge, I have informed my employer there will be a probe. I cannot rescind that promise. To my knowledge, the drivers are still at the roundabout. I will tell you everything I know when you've finished with them.
This was your plan all along. Fair, I guess. The probe will be done soon.
I am glad to hear that. Because let me tell you, we are in dire waters. The sooner the probe is finished, the sooner I can share crucial information with you. Now, is there anything I can do for you in the meanwhile? Tea, perhaps?
No, that's all. All right. Okay. Well, that's going to have to be it for me for tonight. Alright, well, thank you very much for watching. And have a good night.